Welcome children, continuity of the lesson. Evans tries in O level by calling Dexter. Children, today I want to finish this lesson. This was a very lengthy lesson. Children, in my last class I told you that a silent prison officer had handcuffed the re-arrested or recaptured Evans. See you soon, Evans. The governor hoped that he would soon see Evans, the prisoner. It was almost as if the governor were saying farewell to an old friend after a cocktail party. What is a cocktail party? First, you should try to know the meaning of the word cocktail. A drink made from different alcoholic drinks and fruit juices is known as cocktail. And where this type of drink is served, that party is called a cocktail party. It appeared as if the governor were bidding farewell to an old friend of his after a cocktail party. Cheerio, sir. I was just wondering, I know your German is pretty good, sir, but do you know any more of these modern languages? The word cheerio is used as an expression of good wishes on parting. Evans used that word for the governor. He was talking respectfully to him. He told him he was just wondering whether the governor knew any more of the modern languages. He knew Evans was aware of the fact that the governor knew some German. His German was pretty good, but he wanted to know whether the governor was able to handle some other modern languages equally well or not. Not very well. Why? The governor accepted that he did not know those modern languages Evans was talking about very well. He did not know those languages very well, but he wanted to know why Evans was asking him that question. Evans settled himself comfortably on the back seat. Now, Evans was in a relaxed position. He sat comfortably on the back seat and grinned happily. Grinned, smiled broadly. His face was suggestive of his happiness. His face suggested that he was happy. He smiled broadly. Nothing really. I just happened to notice that you have got some O-level Italian classes coming up next September, that's all. He was just kidding. He told the governor that he just had happened to notice that the governor had got some ordinary level Italian classes coming up next September. The matter was nothing, but he was telling the governor about some Italian classes, O-level Italian classes coming up next September. Perhaps you won't be with us next September, Evans. The governor was confident when he told Evans that he would not be with them next September. James Roderick Evans appeared to ponder the governor's words deeply. James Roderick Evans, it seemed, was thinking carefully, was pondering over the words. He was thinking carefully about the words used by the governor. No, perhaps I won't, he said. Then he answered confidently that he would not be with them. When? Next September. As the prison van turned right from Chipping Norton onto the Oxford Road. Now, the prison van veered, V-E-E-R-E-D. To veer means to change one's direction or direction. The prison van changed its direction and reached the Oxford Road from Chipping Norton. The hitherto silent prison officer unlocked the handcuffs. The silent prison officer who was accompanying Evans the prisoner opened the handcuffs. Whose handcuffs? Evans the prisoner's handcuffs, and leaned forward towards the driver. He went forward towards the driver of the prison van. Now it is clear to you that silent prison officer was one of Evans' friends. For Christ's sake, get a move on. He wanted the driver to increase the speed of the prison van immediately. It won't take them long to find out. He knew that the police authorities would not take much time to find out where the criminals had gone. The police officers, he knew, would not take much time to find about their whereabouts. Where do you suggest we make for? Asked the driver. Do you know who the driver was? The driver was the fake invigilator McLeary. How can you say this? Because he used a broad Scots accent. His English suggested the accent used in Scotland. And this accent clearly indicated that he was McLeary, the fake invigilator. He was driving that prison van, and he wanted to know from the prison officer where he suggested they should make for, where he suggested they should go. What about Newbury? Suggested Evans. Now, Evans, the prisoner, came forward with a suggestion. He suggested the name of a place, and what was the name of that place he suggested? Newbury. Now, I think it is clear to you that all were his friends. McLeary, the fake invigilator, the silent prison officer, the German teacher, all these persons were his friends who were conspiring with him to make his plan successful. What was his plan? To escape from that jail. What was the name of that jail? The Oxford prison. In this way, the lesson comes to an end. The lesson is over. Now you know the cleverness, how clever Evans was, how clever his friends were, and how cleverly they all had acted on the plan to escape from that jail. In fact, all his friends wanted to help him. Help him do what? Help him escape from that jail. Thank you, children.